Okay guys, talk about a crazy week. We went to New Orleans this week. The food was out of this world. We drank, we ate, we listened to great music. We had such a good time. Our Airbnb was wonderful. We were right in the heart of everything. Even Eric tried things he would have never tried before. He had po' boy, didn't expect him to do that or even almost kind of like it. Like it was really fun. We walked around, we saw a lot of things. We rode the streetcar. It was a blast. The trip was great. However, the coming home was traumatic. It took 12 hours. We had a layover in Atlanta that was only 45 minutes, but for some reason that made the trip even longer. We landed here in New York at rush hour, so it took us an hour and a half to get home, even though the airport's only 20 minutes from our house. And then we had to drive 2 hours to go pick up Dexter. So it was a 12-hour day. We left the Airbnb around 10:30 and got home around 10:15 that night. Now, we gained an hour, so I guess that's only 11 hours traveling. Regardless, it was a long day. The following day, we did the car show, and it was a car day. So the car show was really great. I was exhausted. I don't know why I decided it would be a good idea to go walk around the Javits Center the day after we had been traveling, but I apparently thought it was a good idea when I bought the tickets. So the car show was really fun. I used to be really into cars when I was in college, right after college. But when you move to New York, you sort of have to give up your car. It's the one thing that I really miss from living in the suburbs or out in the country was driving. That was really cathartic for me. It was really relaxing. I loved listening to music and driving. I know I've mentioned it in Eric's vlog a couple times, but I drove manual. I learned how in college, I think my sophomore year. It's actually a pretty good story. My friend Dana, she had a stick shift and she offered to teach me, and I knew that I wanted to learn, and I knew I was in the market for a car, and I was like, well, if I get a stick shift, it'll be a little bit cheaper, but I gotta learn how to drive it first. So she was willing to put her car on the line. We practiced for maybe about an hour, and then the next week I went and I test drove a car, manual, and I only stalled out once, and I bought it. And it was awesome. I owned a Mazda 3 hatchback. It was great. It was probably one of my favorite cars out of the two that I've owned. It was really fun to drive. It was really fun to drive, and I really loved it. Yesterday, Emily and Will came over, and oh, I dropped my phone. We played Kingdom Death, and everyone died. We knew it was gonna happen at some point, but our settlement was lost. It wasn't a total party kill. It was just 3 of the 4 of us died. Yep. Will survived just long enough to get away and then probably starve out in the barrens somewhere. But yeah, so we all died. We made it 9 rounds. There are only 40 rounds in the game, so you know, we're almost a quarter of the way through. We're gonna play again. It's just this was our first time playing. It's definitely a learning curve. We definitely have some theories about how we would go about it a little differently this time, but yeah, not so great. What was great is that we got to play another round of Gloomhaven, my new favorite game of all time, and had a great time playing that, and we successfully completed the objective. No one was exhausted. It was all positive. It was all positive. Everyone was actually role-playing. Eric was being a total jerk, which is perfect because he's a scoundrel. And so this morning I got up. I decided that I would paint my little miniature for my character. So this is my character in Gloomhaven. Her name is Crystal. So here is her character. The camera is having a very hard time focusing, but that's her character. I'm pretty happy with how she turned out. Here's her really awesome, I think her backpack is my favorite part, is that I really like the green of how the green backpack turned out. But I'm pretty happy with it. And then I might go back and highlight the blue because it's supposed to be glowy. So in the game, my character is really tiny. Now, if you compare my character to the other characters in our party, I'm the little guy. Like, look how little my guy is compared to the rest of them.
So we gotta paint the rest of these guys. But look at little old me. I'm all done.
So yeah, so that's what I did this morning after I got back from my run. And then this afternoon I watched some more Critical Role. I'm making some serious headway. I'm almost finished with episode 11. I really do have a problem. So I have to decide, should I just jump ahead and start watching live? They're on episode, I think, 94 now. It's on Thursday nights. It's late, but it's live. I would miss 83 episodes of story. I don't know what to do. I want to watch it live because I want to like be part of it and know what's going on and stuff, but I also am really enjoying the way the story's unfolding. So I don't know what to do. Can I do both? Can I watch live and watch old episodes at the same time? Do you think that would be too confusing? I don't know. I don't know what to do. So anyway, so this week was a lot of activity, and I was thinking about it yesterday when Emily and Will were here, is that I need a little bit of downtime to counteract all that activity. I mean, I'm an introvert, people. I need alone time. So I specifically set aside today to be my quiet day. I told myself that I didn't have to do any laundry. I didn't have to clean anything. The only things I had to do today were, one, go for a run, because I told myself I would do that, and I told Eric that I would do that. So one, I went for a run. Two, I need to bake a cake. I haven't done that yet. But yes, so I'm making rum cake today because we have people coming over tomorrow for game night, and rum cake is often best had if you have it the day after. Something about it, there's a glaze that goes on top of it and it like soaks in. The rule is, at least in our house, in our family, you gotta give it at least 24 hours to really set before you want to eat it to get maximum taste deliciousness. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go make a cake, and I will see you guys later. Guys, I forgot the eggs for my cake. Can't make a cake without eggs. And I just walked outside and it started raining. All right, I'm gonna make this cake now, I promise. Not only did I forget eggs, I forgot that we were out of sugar. So Eric has thankfully gone out to go buy me sugar. I was just gonna knock on the next door neighbors and say, hey, can you give me a cup of sugar? Like, total stereotype, can I borrow a cup of sugar? But he's gonna go out and get some for me. So thankfully I don't need the sugar for this part of the recipe, but I do for the glaze. So Dex is drinking. All right, I'm gonna make some cake now, guys. This is a secret family recipe. I can't show you guys how I make this. Let's cut to the end. I don't want to burn myself. Stop stealing my shit. I felt it fall. Yeah, that looks gorgeous. That is a perfect freaking rum cake. Look at that. Oh my god, it looks delicious. Ah, it looks so good. So the cake is done. It is cooling now so that I can cover it up. I think the rest of the night is gonna be finishing this episode of Critical Role. I'm almost done. They're about to go apart. It's gonna be really good. Okay, and I have to cook dinner in a little bit. Yeah, that's all I got. I did exactly what I wanted to do today, which was nothing that I didn't want to do. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Plenty to do tomorrow. This next week, we're going back to work midweek. It's gonna be busy. There's gonna be stuff going on. We'll see what happens. Until then, I'll catch you guys later.